wo aha my mom akwaba Sibo morning
dachi yeja
na boko de
oba de ya cheye eno na dwo nsusa ne gugu ye ma wiase nyina adwo fom ohwe shiubia na nipa nam mu na nsen a electricity bobo so akosoro atwame ne boa yentumi ntua nti we conditioner kra e ma no wadum no wandum ne susu na wonya bitua electricity bobo akosoro de tintintintin ni dum so abeso ni pay ni asendum nka ne aka ho se no nwumi nyame ya dum to insurance ogu ye so ma wiase adwo fom ye de nyame ase ye won kwan ye wa hoden nyame ya na fam de akase mampania odi atro abone ho safo hene na aban a no kwari die ba akokura eniomumu no mdi atro abaji tumi no onso mbeye ne omo hyeye bo so omo beye dachi enye bibia ne ehwe ebona omo hyeye se ebona ne so omo ndi so enye bibi sununko enye bibi nwanwaso enye bibi ebi mba ye bi nsida ne ye bisa omo bona ogina simpie so kwa aprobo pe Ghana fo nsem tumi no nsem o ka se tumi ni ma no ba beye reset awo no che se Ghana man atete apansam o man na pro nti o se esan ye chi ye bu nkomponko achi ne koyo man ni ye no ebo a o hyeye no dachi se ebo no na mampani endi so e mayen eno an ye bisa tete anya asem kese bia
Roger
yeah we never ma
morning
dachi in the morning
se bibia de din
Owari Adaroma, Yeshwe Amambua, His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, every na the way I Ghana for Enya Wishrewu, I believe in the future and then in the next generation that and the legacy we will leave for the next generation. Now, Obeka say Nyakoponi Diniye, na mekane say Yeshwe Amembo Trukan, I the ex while Akufo-Addo Bawumia government, Ebebuye, Edi Ghana for far or Yawu Abebresemu. Ama enyama etete pasam ye as a matter of fact slave trade danjian na ye de ye forefathers no ehyem kra no sebio na ehan kra wo mpochin dia eye MPP aban e de ye komu na Ghana fon so no mu etwaye oyaw edokro ye na enam eyesu an Ghana fo esu egu nyankopon so no nyankopon en efa NDC aban so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebaye edive for fairly scripture okay kind Bible or say John 10:10 or say I have come that you may have life and have it in abundance. You know His Excellency ebabe for fairly the scriptures and Bible no ediato and omudi efi sankwa susum and there only aba asasi vetes wa Yegusu tutu an amount to rebuild and restore the integrity of Ghana's economy.
Okay. Yes, yenye bottom top approach, and yenye bottom top approach. First one, and you didn't come you need a PR for your friend is saying, why ye edin komo ewa and that in common was in relation to Turkey berry plantation. He has spent about 9 million Ghana cedis, and he has here the Kodia Turkey berry. Na nyama bontin, and he who say, obi at home at the attra bontin so. And then Akwakoban said the decision to go into the project now Omo Baba home to make a firm decision whether or not say they will continue the project or otherwise. And then any PR no kasaya was it management would sit and a decision on same will be taken. And Crawford say Anke Yantimutua Anka we anka mo ya sokwa dane a chenchina ka 9 million Ghana cedis ya ko bia konsusu youth in konsusu
say no can see me
that say I was youth in konsusu
youth in a bedroom
Okay
yes
okay good that's it me chia phone na me chia me government be the phone na titrio me party chairman Honorable Johnson Asedu in Ketia. Dudona Nimna, General Mosquito. In fact, maybe before nightmare, they dream and aspire to Menya Obisa, the caliber of person in their party. Now, Masai Chiami and Papanunda, Ahoy Brothers. Titru, Kwesi, Ahoy, Agana Paulo say, Uncle Dini Juma, I was Serbia as an ambassador. Intino, Bibi will be ultimate da, Nichiao. Yes, Dachi, concerning Sa. In Kwonsuswa issue MPP4 Elibetu Inframum like scavengers omohwehwe scandals and omo perforce in this government, but omunyebi they are not getting any. As a matter of fact, omo betu Jano omo painti a narrative and a picture say there is a project Honorable Basintali institution undertaking spending 9 million. Now, omo make false allegation na ehwemu and who say it is never true. There was no such project that has existed or that has taken place under the leadership and auspices of Malik Basintali, and no project of that kind existed as at the time. Now, investigations now. And I who say, Obi at the proposal
88.3 FM
proposal at the accord for such an initiative for a project which I didn't cry Monshe and I say Omuntu hu anamo and Omundi hu ejuma. And you know, the question is, if someone has tendered in a proposal, fair enough, has the ministry, has the agency taking that proposal into consideration and has acted on it? No. I will not be surprised, say, these scavengers everything I say behind any proposal and alcohol, hoping say, oh, it could have been a trap, because these people, diabolic people. That's it. Only Nekasaya no, only Malik Basintali no, Kasaya no. Okache was say we who project visa under agency.
This is a project. This is a proposal.
Propose maniti asia.
Listen. That proposal.
Yeah.
According to YE, is good. For which reason? In fact, according to the PR, that proposal even came last year. They've taken that proposal to Parliament. It has moved from Parliament to the Ministry of Finance. I'm a Ministry of Finance. I'm an approval for the execution of that project.
Okay.
If you don't believe in the proposal, if you think the proposal is not good, how do it travel to the extent that the ministry will give a go ahead for it?
That's it. I said, Master, comport yourself. No, comport yourself. I know Kajamani who said, or Kasamit may be heavy more than this is childish. You see, you come to sit behind the table to have a discussion. If your opponent or your panel colleague is having is talking, you sit down, make notes. You don't come and behave this like a lackadaisical attitude. No, comport your that advice him. If he can't comport himself, he should walk out.
Go. Let me listen to you.
See, as a matter of fact, as you rightfully indicated now, this is a proposal. Are you getting me? When you bring a proposal, and I am seated as a CEO or as a director, the best I can do is to reference it to the rightful authority. However, let's not forget that when it comes to financing, it is the Ministry of Finance that has the ultimate responsibility to approve or give a go-ahead for a project or an initiative to be taken or put into practical, like put into practice. Are you getting me? Or executed. Now, the proposal came. He says this thing is a project that goes beyond our capacity. It is referred, just like you said, through the parliamentary process and then Ministry of Finance. To the best of my knowledge, when I heard about the proposal, I heard it has been referred to Ministry of Finance. Because if anything, they would finance it. But now, the MPP painted a picture as though YEA has undertaken a project and has financed a project. Listen, there are two things. if a proposal comes to you, do you know that a proposal can come and you can go through the processes at the final day of execution? The boss will look at it and he says, "I've cancelled it. We can't execute this." Are you aware?
But with the yes, I agree with you to that extent.
Yeah.
But with the YEA project,
Yeah.
proposal no back to the YEA. Management sit down on the proposal.
Yeah.
And says, "Oh, proposal we are nipa we di abe. Yahwe proposal no more proposal ne ye."
Yeah.
And so we adopt it as YEA project.
Okay.
Then YEA now writes and add a budget to it and take it to the Ministry of Finance for approval. The moment the Ministry of Finance approve it, meaning that you can execute that job.
When did finance approve it?
Oh, the finance approval about I think last week or last 2 weeks.
Okay, good. That I don't know, but I knew that they recommended they referred the proposal to Ministry of Finance, and the project is not a YEA project. It's an independent bodies project.
An independent brought a proposal.
Yes.
That proposal, no, I just meeting.
Yeah.
No proposal, much media
good.
YEA.
Yes,
and
that's
tell
what.
YEA, you'll be able to do this, and give YEA all the parameters and the other.
Okay, good.
It is incumbent on YEA to say, okay, this project, no, idea, papa, indeed, yene the PRO kasa and no pain. Or say yes, the project is good.
Good, yeah.
And so they were even supposed to work on it last year and on 1 year.
Okay.
And at this year, no, abba.
Okay.
That narrative of say Omo Yusu Sikano is where they want to say they've not used even one cedi.
Good.
But the truth is that the project so exists in their book.
Good.
And this talkability about when management is here to make a decision whether or not say be implemented and that's what we implement.
And no that ini and then I make say from a scavenger's perspective, no, we create a narrative say why I spend this cano. It was neither here or there. Name mom, I didn't hear proposal. I'll be here. At buyer, and a proposal has been referred to Ministry of Finance.
Yes.
Now, based on the information you have given now, Finance has approved it.
Yes.
And it is now left with management of YEA to execute the project or to give the final approval or their verdict on the project so that it will be executed.
Yes.
Right? That you bear with me or attest to the fact that when it comes to projects and their implementations, you can undertake a project from the development stage. You can go through all the processes. At the end of the day, before its execution, when you sit down and reflect, based on prevailing circumstances, you can decide to continue or to do away with the project. True or false?
That is right.
Now, the subject matter on the table is that are they going forward to execute the project? Yes or no? When they are going to execute, what are the benefits that the country tends to to gain once it is executed? Notwithstanding the amount that has been captured, notwithstanding the fact that it's an independent person's project, notwithstanding the fact that the 9 million is going to be invested in that project, notwithstanding the fact that certain decisions had to be made. Are you getting me? The project is now going to be executed or not. That is the understanding we all have. So I want us to know the disparity between the two. Say when mu omo issue e dia make say ya cost spending without any project na aba omodi umujuma na anya bia, if for a fact this project is meant worth investing in, is there a problem with it?
So the question will now be but for the commentary about will it not have gone through a smooth execution?
Oh no. But as a matter of fact, whether the commentary or not, has it gone through the processes that it needs to go?
It has gone through the
good.
Process. In
yes.
Fact, the only thing left, according to the PRO, and come a press conference and put it before the general public and say, this is the next thing we are going to do. These are the number of youth that is going to take or participate in.
You get, we are here in this country, and we are crying foul play for agricultural produce. We are here, we are crying for tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Just a couple of days ago, they said they were stopping onions from coming from Niger. And look at the way an agrarian economy. Let me tell you, let me take you back to history. Far back in 1957, after the independence, at the aftermath of Ghana's independence, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah brought an economist called Atta Lewis. I don't know if you've heard of his name. To Ghana to come and conduct a survey, a research, and advice on how we can transform Ghana's economy to an industrial economy. As at the time, based on Atta Lewis' finding, and I said, Sa Embreno, Oshe, a economist, and I said, I've been for Atta Lewis, and she say, Yemua obey na. Otu Omai Ghana for say, and Yama West survey na from Ghana corridors ni na ko Pim North, Eba South ni na no. Ghana, a typical agrarian community. Typical, and I say a primitive agrarian community. Your upper chain in Ghana say Ghana, community. I will say yeji farming, etum yefa farm because ye nyama ni na support say ye be farming. Now ye farming no, ye moving from the point ye be do induaba no edi nkoa. Ye ndo mane mbroso na ye do mane broso a ye betumi esie kakra. Na ye sie kakra ye betumi atontombi na ye tombi no ye ndwin se ye be export enduane na aka no na ye export no ye fancy se ye ento akwan mu se ye export no na ye san ayeden CC factories are ebe consuming the export na ye process it into finished goods and as a finished consumables na ye export it no my sika nko an ebe say create employment na the value added to this produce and sana. It is in Checheni na Atta Lewis ye no eno enam so Nkrumah ACC factories be almost spreading mango seeds e wo BA ni ade so unima ana we bisa in BA some natural mango plants no ACC forest no muni na akoni na Nkrumah project they use the chopper in spreading helicopter in spreading the seeds across BA because now environment no supporting the growth of those mangoes. Now fast forward, if we are crying, especially this government is committed in making sure say resources are channeled into the agricultural sector. And if such a project, all other things being equal, granted without admitting, say if such a project is linked to agriculture, and if such a money being released and is being released to support such a project that will put a couple of youth into agriculture, what do we stand to benefit? Is it not that it would open the agriculture workspace and make it attractive to youths? No. So let's think beyond the box. You see, let's not think like these people who have carved a box and kept their thinking capacity in.
But that's it. So that is your view on the issue. Obi.
Gotcha. You see, I don't envy my brother. Baby, I've sat there, and it's a very hot seat. Ogu from our cringe. Ogu, one day, why you so tensed up? Why you so animated? Okasa looking for scandal, looking for scavengers. Oban, why you research you? But pressure now, what be 2 minutes? And you feel something called research here. What yes, in Monte Monkamuki can you name cry? Obaso ka jemi so no nya we say why you approve the parliament ma process nya but we see onye surprise people say ye MPP for ye ne schedule proposal no call to create a problem for Basintale no nim say processes the cry it has gone through a whole gamut of your friend is say assessment and evaluations. I'm a last year and also implementing for whatever reason they couldn't implement because this year more dream some implementation at teacher. You see, Albert starting, he did something I like. They have me pay Bible because me I'm coming from Asofufi. Okoti John 10:10. Koti John 10 say that you may have life and have it more abundantly. John Mahama buy or the day life abreye. I will give him a counter quote. Let me Bible pa. Enti so Bible who should be called John 8:44. Or say the devil is called the father of lies because he is a liar by nature and the originator of deception, having never stood in the truth. Whoever lie is of the devil because the devil is his father. Atrofita is what they specialize in.
And this issue in
classic example in the minion bet na haye. Classic. Classic. Unso kasana mesre. Ama mesia no kra forgive me. I said it got on your nerves a little. Forgive me. It's an uncool behavior. But I was moved to the point of laughter because we are looking for scandal. That's it. And you be a me na me proposal no come away. And you be MPP for your chokoye. Your chokoye no. Omo access proposal no. E die no mu proposal no nti omo G2 number 1. Number 2, benefit ben you say to approve from this proposal. It's to move forwarding it through all the processes to be approved. Number 3, value for money audit ben no mu year no mu say product proposal we go through to its fruition. And for so the be bring mine no enu ye. He didn't even seem to know all of that. And now yentwa yampia ni Indian people for attempts say we are looking for corruption, we are looking for scandals. Afi ode no kra ne pem no. So as I didn't know because it has gone through all these processes and actually to evaluate a proposal, take it to Parliament, Ministry of Finance and approval, it costs money. All the processes this proposal has gone through cost money. It costs the taxpayer money. Ghana for ye sika and ye DS eduma we. Until at a point Ben normalizes say adiwe a beneficial and a beneficial. He hasn't been able to answer that. Ubisa PRO, he couldn't answer that as well. But you had the CEO of Youth Employment Agency coming on social media saying that there is no such project. Meanwhile, it is in your books.
But is it not true? When you paint the narrative as though say the project have been executed, there is one thing having something in mind to execute, and there is another thing executing it. And if somebody have said you are spending 9 million on turkey berries, that may not be a true statement.
LPP need bang and out say one say worker say they have spent 9 million on the proposal. What's the proposal? Now what you mean say turkey berries go unsusa Abedru and you spend 9 million on Wanga Sauti as a journalist, did it sit well in your mind? Something was off about it naturally. Inherently, it takes your alarm off.
When we hear it, just like
exactly,
you would want to ask
you want to ask some deeper questions. Thank you.
Until that explanation of say, we are picking youth. This number, more coin to Abedru farming. There is a company standing by to be an off-taker. Take it. Process it into a finished good, then we can sell it in our market. Then you are kind of okay. But entirely post no your ex okay. It's complete opposite to what you are saying. Completely denying there is even any such thing in front of them. So you have a project, you don't even have the scruples, the kahunis to own it. What it's now denial. Yedi no krane pemonepe. Now if you have to go back and reorganize. I command me some need useless history. Say in Nkrumah time, we didn't need a researcher or whoever to come and tell us that. Say we are an agrarian economy. That is how this country has been formed from days of old. Every commonsensical approach person knows to say, if you want to develop an agrarian economy, you go into food processing, finished product. You don't need a researcher to tell us that. Commonsensical. And me, any effort to put money in the pocket of the youth, I support. Any effort to create meaningful employment for the youth, I support. It's a Turkish berry in Yebedria under the auspices of YE. Na send bema mebuna jumaye. Na ebo omo share Ghana for na bebe mua. Dachi, I don't have a problem. But that notwithstanding,
what the policy be back, and the policy has some flaws built in it. Policy has value for money issues. Policy lacks some clarity, and you make here. We will interrogate and ask the necessary questions. We owe the Ghanaian a fiduciary duty as a minority, as an opposition party, to keep you on your toes and check you. But do man no. And I ask the necessary questions, and you find it offensive. When I ask the necessary questions, and you think it is in bad faith, maybe besides someone who here on what you are doing, what you are using the taxpayers' money for, that's all you are not ready for governance. When you embrace over here, because Mimi duty ni say the promises you gave the Ghanaian people, I make sure you fulfill those promises. And it's not baby IMP before mom free education to Santini, Kojina, Laimu, to Abama in their numbers. You cannot come and sit here and pontificate and pretend say the questions we are asking of you based on your own promises, out of malice.
But for you to make, or for people
out of
to
malice.
assume and make the statement, say 9 million has been spent on Turkey Berry.
It is on their books.
Will it be a
It has been
statement?
budgeted for. Nobody see. You see that you are also missing the picture.
No, I'm just asking the question.
I know, say you are playing the devil's advocate. That's what a good journalist must do. You are interrogating the issues. You are trying to tease out the facts. I understand you from that point. I am saying, someone to me in Casa as we speak, not even a peso has been spent on this project.
But he says
because
so.
the processes, but that cannot be true. Don't we know how processes go through?
But so who the
Moving it
proposer-
from their office. Propose another.
So,
You want a board meeting, executive meeting,
Yes.
or my evaluating. This proposal is good. It can benefit us. Some processes in cost us money. We are to Parliament. Parliament will go through. It comes back to you. We are the Ministry of Finance. It's approved. It comes back to you. For whatever reason, you couldn't execute. Some processes where you now cost the taxpayer money. In this 9 million you have spent here, it cannot be say a penny has been spent on this project.
No, but he is telling you that when the statement is made,
Yes.
that 9 million have been spent
And I mean,
on
this I will
Turkey
say,
Berry,
who
it will
make
not be a
that
statement of facts.
Who make that statement? When they can't say better than Makebi. The better than what is Makebi so much spending 9 million.
Oh, but who's on the Twitter? And when who are there also?
I also tweeting. They
Responding to the fact, say,
or see,
he
they
has
have not even
spent
paid one
CD.
CD. Or see, they have not even paid one CD, which cannot be true.
How?
And I make Kato say these processes does it not involve the spending of money?
But the moment you want to bring the proper processes of evaluating a proposal,
It will be there, friend.
going into board meetings,
That's
and
it.
those are
So
administrative works,
That's it.
and they are budget for
It
administrative
costs
works.
for money. It costs money. Into say who decided on your project need the money you have sunk into it by way of administrative processes is it recoverable? Is it not money you have thrown to the dogs? In any case, on your project, what will be your justification for not doing the project again? Because you have to come and tell us what you saw in the first place.
Oh, but
that
one-
justified.
one- one
Maybe.
to the PR, no,
Maybe. So in the first place, you have to tell us what value you saw in the project instead of deciding to pursue. Has that value changed? Those benefits, have they somehow changed? Instead of person say why you say we plenty project in and actually this is a developing story. We are waiting whether they will process or not, whether they will progress or not, whether they will proceed or not, whether to us or no to us. Yeah, change. See, you not be denied, said you haven't even spent a city, which you and I know cannot be true.
Also,
Money has been spent.
If you have a contrary evidence, you
and
should.
I'm telling you, say naturally, these things, the processes it goes through cost money. It cannot be said you have not spent a single penny on it. And I'm also telling you, say we are a process. If in your chance here, sooner. Senior year, you be who Charlie.
Ebushia Nchia, no, the Wahab is doing the listening. Thank you so very much. Watro, sending me message, and the import of the whole issue is that one, administrative works are administrative works.
But they don't cost money.
There is
No,
a budget.
that's
Wait. There is a budget.
Sad na politicians yeah. Come na Ghana from musu here. Omo tina board meeting so yen twa mo pediem. Me ba so me ba. Ono okasa sesi a yen twa allowance.
As to whether the proposal ought to meet.
Let's not do this to ourselves. I mean, catch what Wahab say. Me say it cannot be. Say baby or take kasa no onimnya assassin say biye nyina. Ade omo ko board meeting yen twa mo pediem yen twa mo allowance. Omo discuss this issue. Omo ko parliament omo ko trans yen twa mo ka. Ye kan for sika na twa mo ka. What is he saying? Onya fan to baby nyentie. On fan to baby nyentie.
Mate, And so that is okay. That is also it. There is also Adie Binso Bobo, and this is also our topics. I think that there is something going on at the airport. Almost the airport terminal 2 no omo ye a certain renovation be. Omo ye certain renovations ama issues so biba. What we have been told or what we have heard in the grapevine, and say a lawyer has filed what we call RTI requesting a juma no omo ye because people are with a view, and I hold the same view. Say terminal 2 no what pa mu nkrofo e wo mo say wo person we a proper renovation so called mama yati ase say airport terminal 3 ankasa congestion eba common sense has it that we upgradement na nye kase preko so that it can ease some of the traffic from terminal 2 but ebia ye kwa ko penti yi akunya we free had ya ba be see na ya maintaining the same structure they are then possibly it will not really make any sense. But yanko a second topic, you know, so Obi, and I would start from you. LGBTQ, when I'm quite a press conference. What is the issue? Issue near saying I was a bit dumbfounded when I hear the Reverend Tim Fojo say the president must make sure that the bill is passed so he will be able to fulfill his promise. Which part of the president's promises did he say that he was going to make sure that a bill passed?
I'm still not getting.
Maybe because we have 3 arms of government. There's a legislature, there is the judiciary, and there is the executive. In as much as they work together, one is not supposed to interfere with the other. The bill, as we speak, is seized with the legislature, which the career of the press conference is one. So why are you not pushing the narrative in parliament and make sure that the bill is being tabled, the debate is being done, and then parliament pass the bill, so that when it gets to the office of the president and the president is not assenting, then we can ask questions. But now it is in parliament, which are who press conference and you are part. Why are you not
has it
seeing
been tabled in parliament? Has the bill been tabled in parliament?
I don't know.
Do you have a committee as we speak working on the bill?
I don't know.
Has there been an order paper where the bill was part of business of the day?
In fact, according to him, almost also maybe withdraw. That is what he says.
So
but he is a member of parliament.
As we speak officially, there is no bill in front of parliament for consideration.
Also,
otherwise, no have to go through a process. Or some 21-day table bill.
Yes.
So nothing of sort has been started. Clear.
Yes.
So as we speak, there are no processes ongoing in parliament that is leading to the passing of a law like this.
That is right.
Is that true?
That is right.
Good. Because 3 arms of government near one, Kufuado, Amreso, near 3 arms of government are
yes, there was.
It's a Yamahama time in 3 arms of government. 3 arms of government has been a creature of our constitution since 1992.
That's right.
It's a Kufuado Yaman Penina Yabuni Triso, Sebi, on sign Bra, Ebeton and Nimiano. Not 3 arms of government, there were one and anyhow.
But that statement cannot be entirely true.
How can it not be entirely
because
true?
It was passed, listen, it was passed in parliament.
We are talking of facts.
We have seen the letter from the clerk.
Yes.
And we have seen the letter emanating from the office of the president,
yes,
so signed by his secretary.
Yes.
And parliament in the 8th parliament passed that bill.
Yes.
The clerk, upon writing to the president then, says that, we are bringing the bill for you to assent. A correspondent from the secretary to the president was that, please, don't bring this bill.
Because
there is a case pending in court. But you see, that is where
I think after this, I shouldn't even worry myself to talk about it.
No, but that is where the issue is.
But it is the facts.
But that is where
we are talking about we speak to facts. We speak to issues on the ground. The truth of the matter is here passes somebody.
Yes.
It never got to the desk of Akufo-Addo. True or false?
That is right.
So what could Akufo-Addo have signed? It's Mahama, His Excellency. Open to me no bo pro no bo Akufo-Addo ti say sign bra no. Na say Akufo-Addo on find a pendency table so no on chodian also.
Oh, but
What was in front of the president?
When the president was signing the e-levy bill, was the case not in court?
Are you kidding me? The e-levy bill was in front of him. The e-levy bill had made it to his desk. That's it. Nothing else okay.
So it meaning
has that bill, LGBTQI bill, no, did it make it to his desk?
Meaning
yes or no?
So
that's it. I know you are playing the devil's advocate too.
No, somebody also tell you that you intentionally blocked the bill from getting to your table.
Now you are moving into the realm of speculation. Asima okay, why do you say?
But
what are you saying?
The letter from the secretary of the president says that
the thing is
don't bring this.
Exactly. I don't want to be found contempt. That's the question. Did the president have the benefit of having the bill on his desk and refuse to sign? Yes or no? A basic question. I go for the bill and do the muda. Bill Antony table soda. Now so woman penny and not swa or say go for don't sign billa and bedun in chain. Now so no your man penny or no bar or buy a pobe sign. A priority man. In opposition, Omuboy to some George cried your sister John Mahama ba. Na se Samran wa hwa me yam pass se mbada man ansan ya. Ono ne beti ayam. Ene oboni to pada se bi penifo mu fa ncheme na from afa ni begi 3 FM saboku to ablakwa same. These are hypocrites in power. Nipa bi anya atwom adokoro mu a so mo petumi wo manfo ni nsem ansem mo ka soronko tu ni be come se we ansem mo ka soronko asofu ku a mahama hia wom a o show mu nkwan se ono ade we hu hia It's say it goes to the heart of our culture, our values as a people. Into obey mampenia, all man from a crown for so obedi unjuma near sign up passing to law. Saso fuko no almost sorry bomb in semuno. Standing ovation. I saw for munina mo hey. Men of God, where are you? Civil society organizations are mampeni ba mo ho share mo bo so no be mampeni a ne ntem so ye be hwe na mbra we ya sign no and the mampeni say anya priority or say hu hia no.
But would the president not be speaking the truth? Because as he speaks now,
the president
it is not before
was the president not speaking the truth when he was campaigning and says, "Oh, Mampenia, one of his top priorities," and he said, "Besides Amrawe." Was he lying then? Was he lying then?
The Mrani in him.
O Mampeni be Mampeni no. Ade ba ko na ni hia no. And then Galamsey board. Until within the first 3 months of becoming president, he took that bill to parliament. They worked on it and they passed Galamsey board.
But you forgot.
Galamsey board.
But you forgot.
Gigana funya. It's say Galamsey tu asite na. The government is enabling it by buying the good from the Galamsey.
You've forgotten that under your tenure, we had the largest ever gold smuggling in Ghana.
They had the largest ever gold smuggling in Ghana. It was illegal gold they were mining. So if they were taking it out of the country by smuggling, it is an illegal activity. Or by you stop that illegal activity, you don't enable it by buying the illegal. It's the truth of the matter is, it's the simple truth. Because the gold that is mined illegally, the government is buying it.
But are you by chance able to tell that this gold is coming from a Galamsey or otherwise?
You see me no bon common now bisa questions ya ne mani age. O man panishia eye CSOs na saying last year mu wono. O kan say bi or 60% of the gold being bought by Galamsey board from small scale miners.
Galamsey board near there.
Ubisame. Being bought from the Galamsey board is coming from small scale miners. As some man penika or 60% of the gold. Safinemu report a Minerals Commission released here and he said small scale miners activities in Nina it comprises of 80% illegal miners Galamsey for. And it says small scale activity is dominated by Galamsey illegal miners. Now man penisi you go there to small scale activity 60% here to
but what is
the dominant production value in that chain?
What is your understanding of illegal or Galamsey?
Me understand it.
Yes.
And then the name definition of Galamsey.
Oh, that maybe so because of you made a statement.
And I'm just saying and then the actually what Galamsey is. Me understand what Ghana for name Galamsey. And you what is Galamsey? My penny is 60% of the gold being bought by Gold Board is from small scale miners. Minerals Commission report released that same year. My penny assembly said 80% of small scale mining activity is dominated by Galamsey. It's a man penny Gold Board, Galamsey board or the abano. Gold don't know motono. A Galamsey phone there to dia. Are you not enabling Galamsey?
Let me ask you the last question.
Before I'm manu besino.
Would you agree with me that under your watch as a government, these issues relating to LGBT, by not signing it into law?
That question does not even arise at all.
Probably if you have done that, we wouldn't have been here. This conversation would be in
that
the past.
Question does not even need to rise at all. the Ghanaian people agreed with these guys. Send ye no anso ani so mutu abeti ayen to the tune of over 2 million votes.
But you are still taking salary. You were there taking salary.
Yet
Ghanaian wanted something.
I Ghana for say yes salary ya age no ya nye ho adwuma ya nsan LGBTQ law ya taking important. We didn't make it a priority. Inti yan kwatine fie na papa we ya hye ye bo say oba obi making a priority. Into ono mbra no be fa mambu no. Akwanti fie to ma ono ba ya. And also LGBTQ and tumutumu 7 anymore a enu ehu hia.
Then you need to wait for the Ghanaian to make a decision as to whether
we have to point out the hypocrisy to the Ghanaian. Say papa we no bedi mu trust. Yenye wo ho no yentumi anyono no ba obeye no ka kire say hu kura hia no.
But you think that the Ghanaian doesn't know?
Unimie mabufu asemu nyina mu. Last year ye ko United Nations General Assembly and omoko pass a resolution be say they are going to pass a regulation against LGBTI against LGBTI United Nations. Government of Ghana only in the position on the situation. Government of Ghana abstained from the vote. Government of Ghana didn't support a regulation from the United Nations ever be working against Trumutu. Under President John Dramani Mahama, his foreign minister, Samoku Joto Black Court, Ghana had joined the Numu. When you go to the United Nations, they abstained from that vote. Say we are seeing Ankayebe Pasembra, ebe regulate sa LGBTI. Omanpeni eni na pamfo. Oman jam to United Nations. It's a neck. Say manpeni. Ye go vote to say ye be mrenti ade. Osi anya mrenti a Ghana. Ewo United Nations. You are saying nyina. O kwaya as me dem mean to abani bi. Say ye be mrenti, say ye be mrenti, me dem nka ho. Na mo fi na ba ya. No some be catch LGBT na your priority. Me why no who pay to me no. O me yeti asese sa ni ma we hu hia because e gu man no. Into man pani oye nya twom. Eni ye che Ghana for ni say ubu man sa. O man no obesey no.
That me that say. Before I me call on this specific topic no, I mean dealing with the gender maybe. With respect to the onwa ni nsemo kikan. O kan say manya research ni we na minim say o ba be kasa with substance and then provide clarity on issues. Meanwhile, even when it comes to administration, you don't know what goes into administrative processes. And then, as an institution, or responsibility, say, review documents, those kind of claims, it's below the belt. That means there is really a trouble. There were people who are educated, but however, they are illiterate. And I say, he doesn't know what goes into reviewing proposals. And
will it not be wait will it
no, let me tell you when he was talking when you were talking
I did it on purpose.
No, let me deal with that.
We were talking. I was sitting here. I was quiet and decorous. I was quiet.
I will not sit here and take
wait.
Dachi, let me sound a note of caution.
Let me put it to you.
Let me deal with this issue. Let me ask you one question. You are talking about administrative processes of an institution.
Yeah.
Can you say that an administrative process can linger or can work without a cost?
But you should know that as an institution that is established. Now, let me ask you.
Institution established on what basis? I want you to answer this question.
You are mandated as an institution.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, there is no documents whether you would invest in a business or not that will come to you that you will not have your executives or your board sitting to review it.
Yes, but he's telling
that is what I'm telling you that it is a primary duty.
No, wait. He's telling you that if a board ought to sit, and we know in this country when board sits, at least it's
not a direct cost on the project.
No.
Or direct investment on the project.
The question is that are you by chance saying a proposal would come from your office or somebody else's proposal come and it will go through administrative process without spending any money on it?
It's an indirect cost.
But
wait,
I'm asking cost.
I'm saying listen, what I'm trying to tell you is that what I'm trying to put across is that he should be in the position to know that as an institution you would get a lot of proposals coming in, and then the fact that your mandate to review them, you have an obligation based on the mandate given you to review and make assessment as to whether that project is worth it investing in or not. Those times or moments that you spend reviewing or investigating the project does not necessarily warrant that you have directly invested in a project. Because that is your administrative duty.
Nobody.
And that is why I want him to study. I want him to understand.
No.
So, wait.
You see. Sometimes. Let us do the listening more.
Okay.
He says that the administrative process that led to the approval of this project has caused the state X.
Let me ask you a realistic question.
Wait. Has caused the state X.
Yeah.
And so it can never be said that the proposal went through an administrative process without spending one city as they want to put it. If administrative processes is not directly into that execution of the project, but it has formed part of the project, is it not?
Let's be realistic here. Now, is it every proposal that comes to you that you end up investing in? No. As an institution.
Yes.
But you have the right and the mandate that whosoever proposal that comes, you would review it. Whosoever documents that calls for a meeting, you review it. But if you call for the meeting, it doesn't mean you have invested in the project. So I want us to understand that administrative duty to review the project is something that is established. All other things is a constant. So let's not make those discussions. That is not the subject of discussion at all.
No.
Because is it telling me that when they were in power, every proposal that came to them, every meeting that they held, that they did not take a decision to invest in the project, that means that those meetings they didn't make expenses?
No,
or it didn't come at a cost.
It
came at a cost. So it's an administrative cost. It is natural. That is not. If you set up a business,
nobody is doubting that. Roger,
if you set up a business,
Roger, nobody is saying that.
But the impression he is creating is wrong. Let him know. As an educated person, that is why you see, Dachi. Let me make something clear. You are running an institution, and a third party would have to come and engage you, or an individual would come and engage you. When the individual comes to engage you, whatsoever decisions or meeting you would have to set, it is not at the expense of the individual. It is your institution, because when it goes well, you benefit. When it doesn't go well, you decide to reject it. So these are all factors that are playing. It could be a risk factor. And these are cost components that are tied to your daily operations. As a matter of fact, when it is approved 9 million, would they come and deduct the the meeting cost from the 9 million? No. The contract sum is the 9 million. Have they spent a penny of that money? No. Let's be realistic.
But
you don't.
But will you agree? Will you agree?
Yeah.
That the contract sum,
which
will go into the execution of the program, 1 cedi has not been spent.
Yeah.
But it cannot also be said that, the said proposal, we have not even spent a dime on it, because administrative expenses on that proposal would come with a cost.
That is different.
Which that
if
cost,
a committee has been it will be different. If a committee, a new committee, is set after it has been reviewed, agreed on, or a new committee is set to execute, that one, the execution has started, or a board is formed for the project, that one, it has started. As a matter of fact, if I send you a document for you to buy into a business idea, and you call your business partners to come and sit and review the listing, you all paid your transportation, you fueled your car, you all move from one place. When you sit, you eat, you drink.
We have
those expenses. Those expenses are tied to your administration, not the final money that will be assigned to the project. And as he claims to be have done a lot of research, he should speak to facts. Now let me come and talk about your friend is saying the LGBT plus. He was asking, you conducted your research, you don't know that the thing currently, let me tell you, the bill currently is with the committee, the legal committee of parliament. for review. The bill as it stands now is before the legal committee in parliament. It was reintroduced in parliament. Now let me reiterate and listen clearly. Say, this government is committed to signing the bill today. It is committed to signing the bill whenever it is tabled before the president. You know, and you know of facts. Say, the 8th parliament passed the bill. It was transmitted to the president. If it wasn't transmitted to the president, when Ghanaians were calling, sign the bill, he would he or the secretary had come out to say someone has filed at court or injuncted it at the law court? No, this is not speculations. We know a reality. More time, and I'm having gay conference. We had signboards. We saw this thing trying to take root in Ghana's culture. More time, you infiltrated the system.
Last week,
Wait. Sir, engagements we now omo time no omo open office. Omo be office. Emma Australian High Commission and crack for the commissioning of the office.
Then what happened to the office afterwards?
Masa, anka yambo mutuja. Yambo mutuja. No, make us say, well, let me tell you, just like he said, they are supposed to be a check system. What you say? But in doing that, no, nanka bia mo inti for jo e was a committee so. Mo working on this thing no. To say the way I hear opposition, ye forces a bill no come into substance. Ye force ya and it was passed. But my president and they refused to sign. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama Akan on several platforms said be on the bar before him. Or be assented.
But you know one thing that the people of Ghana are saying? That when the president assumed office and he met the clergy.
Yeah.
He told the clergy said the bill as it stands was a private members bill.
Yeah.
And that the state was even going to adopt it.
It was Agbambabin that suggested.
No.
Honorable Kingsford Agbambabin suggested.
The president said before the clergy in the Jubilee House that even with the private members bill, that the state was going to adopt it.
Yeah.
And make it a state-sponsored bill.
Absolutely.
As we speak, the state has not adopted. If it was a priority, so-called,
wait.
to the president.
So let me give you this information. As a matter of fact, it was the Speaker of Parliament that proposed that the states should adapt the bill. You get me? However, it was referred to the Attorney General. I don't know what might have caused the delays with the Attorney General, but this bill was reintroduced as a private member bill this year. It has gone through the first process. Currently, the bill is with the committee. The legal, I'm coming. I have it here. It is with the Constitutional and Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. At this stage, that's the stage it has gotten to. So, as a matter of fact, issue in say, Dachi, has the thing gotten to the president and I want signing? No, it would be unfair.
But you have
to judge the president in that manner.
You have majority in parliament.
Yes, but they are still working on. So it's committee, you know, infrastructure in Yama. See, we make sure, say, Parliament has passed the bill. When we're in opposition, they should make sure, do the honorable thing. Make sure, say, it goes through Parliament. Now say, they could do 24 hours. Our president, Dex, so no one sign here. Then now, I'll even join people to make the noise.
Actually, these people are still not getting the point.
No, wait. When we were talking, I was quiet.
Also, time
let me.
Respectfully.
You see, no, you can't do that. No. Chairman, I know how to do this. So, me a rough tactician, rough. Now,
first, in a minute.
The issue, say, we were pushing things on the neck of Akufo-Addo. Listen, Adehe has gone through parliament. It has been transmitted to you. And you refuse to assent or retransmit the thing back to parliament. If for any reason, on assent here, it has to be transmitted back to parliament. It's never happened. Who kidnap or no? It's never happened. Just like you said, e-levy, our court, you were able to sign it. Because as at the time, they had the political will to steal from Ghanaians and extort, to inflict pain on Ghanaians. But about the issue of the LGBTQ plus now, because they lacked political will, they kidnapped it and they didn't want to assent to it. I want to assure Ghanaians, say the conversations I got to trace are controversy winning now, but say, Tama, President Asia in 24 Mudi in Komono. Asema, na President Ekachi Omone say, Omuka Omwakuma and Tuomuyem. Right now, are they here pressing need scale of reference? What I say? Ghana for a common debre. Bill no and parliament. Yeah, let's allow it to go through the constitutional and the legal processes.
Okay.
Baby do no be sign it. Now so see at the edging or train who pass see say Ghana for who better more menya bibi.
Okay.
Go for ebenye edwuma ye. That is the issue.
1 minute.
Dachi. It's the first time I'm meeting Minya out here, Minshaneda. But what I will not take from anybody, himself included, say me no better platform so nobody me at them. That I will not accept. To call me an educated illiterate, that was below the belt. Sebi. Brofo kasa no kan ye. Brofo so de me to me who say me te brofo pa me to me akebi a chere. But for the purposes of your listeners and what goes on this platform, Mr. Reno, respectfully, abusive and vituperative language, is not accepted on this platform. I will not allow this to ever happen again. Say, Mishani baby, and I'm letting it slide. But going forward, let it be a decorous conversation. I'm a gentleman, and I pride myself in the fact that I have morals and I respect other people. It is something I pride myself on. But to take that for granted and abuse my person when I am seated right here, I'm not going to let it happen again. Respectfully, Minya, take that into your stride. To conclude, Dachi, say tumu die ehu hia na be man pani a sign bra no ubenya tumi wiye no asofo yi ba wo nche no be meeting and I catch asofo ni say o krampo die you are going to turn it from a private members bill to a government sponsored bill me bo na me mwa obi na bisa asa question no na man pani ma asem why no meeting na say me pa cho the bill is in parliament like is it a government sponsored bill or still a private sponsored bill yesan ko bisa obi mu a o se wo kra de hu hia into catch asofo ni so obema aban atai bill na chi no na odi asofo na atro na wo kata woni atwa tro agitu minti na okeka nsansem no Ghana for asem sebe atwitwire nyina yebo
medase emusha mami emfa ni nyina emfa